I used to watch Billy Graham, and even when I worked with the Rex Humbard Ministry, I would think, wow, I would see them speaking to thousands of people. And when they would give that altar call, hundreds of people would run down there to receive Christ. Oh, wow, what would it feel like? I mean, just hundreds of people being saved at the same time. I just thought that was just amazing. Then God revealed something to me that I think a lot of you can relate to. And I want to talk to you about it today in your morning cup of inspiration. See, when I was working with Rex Humbard Ministry, first time I had worked in a production crew that did programs that were in arenas and stadiums where thousands of people were at. And I realized that when we were doing a venue like that, especially, we had to send an advance team out to set everything up ahead of time to pave the way for when Rex would come in to speak. And I learned that God was telling me that through that, I am a forerunner, essentially. I am to be myself. I am to let people see Christ in me. I'm not going to be the preacher that's going to up there and have the altar calls, but I'm going to have let people see Christ living in me. And that made me want to get closer to God. That made me want to learn more about Christ so I could be more like him, so that people could see him living in my life. So as being a forerunner, I would pray for people that God would soften their hardened hearts, and that he would plant a desire in them to know more about Jesus, that he would plant the desire in them to want to have a relationship with him. So I have the prayer side that I work on, and I went at the other side where I want people to see Christ living in me. In a lot of ways, I feel like John the Baptist. Now, you say John the Baptist, yeah, well, he was having people confess their sins and then baptizing him. But he did say, I am not the Messiah. The chosen one hasn't come yet. You'll know him when he's here. Jesus' mother, Mary, was the cousin of Elizabeth, who was John the Baptist's mother. And it says over in Luke 1:41, tells us that when Mary went to visit Elizabeth, when they were both pregnant, Elizabeth was about 6 months pregnant, so John was a little older than Jesus. But when Elizabeth heard Mary's greeting, the baby leapt in her womb, and Elizabeth was filled with the Holy Spirit. The arrival of Mary caused an immediate reaction for John in the womb of Elizabeth. Her voice caused the unborn baby to move in a dramatic way. I mean, he recognized Jesus right then. There was a connection between Jesus and John while they were still in their mother's womb. Now, we know that John the Baptist was a radical, a revolutionary for his time, and that everybody wanted to see and hear him. Yet John had a simple job to do, and he knew it, and that was to prepare the way for Jesus. He understood exactly what his role was. His mission was to get out of the way and prepare the people for Jesus. And that's exactly what he did, and that should be our mission as well. The best way to remember that would be read John 3:30, and it says, he must increase, but I must decrease. Lead people to Christ, letting them see Christ through you. Pray for them. Pray that God will soften their hearts, and now they'll put a planted desire in them to know more about Jesus and have a relationship with him. God bless you, everyone. Look forward to seeing you again for another morning cup of inspiration. Have a wonderful day.